And you have a supplement specifically targeted at addiction per se, correct?
Yeah, and over the last, year and a half or so, I've said, with my knowledge, let's see if we can create something that's going to specifically help people with addiction and, even maybe specifically pornography addiction. And unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of research with, herbs and amino acids and supplements and vitamins for pornography addiction. There is, however, more research for other types of addiction that affect the brain similar to pornography. And one of those drugs that's very similar with how it affects the brain is cocaine. And so with our supplement that we created, we went and did a lot of the research on the different amino acids and the herbs and the vitamins. And so we were able to kind of put that together. And, we've started some early kind of observational studies with people for pornography, and we're having really awesome results. So we're really excited. We're a young company, but with a big kind of vision of what we can do for people. That's really what we're all about. Our company, we're called Avanti Nutraceuticals, but we truly wanted to provide, in my opinion, that fifth part of overcoming addiction, which is fixing the broken brain. And we do that with Ryola, and then things like you mentioned earlier, exercise, gratitude journal, etc. But that's what Ryola does, and Ryola is the name of our supplement. It stands for Rid Your Life of Addiction. And so the purpose of Ryola is kind of threefold. We created it to improve baseline dopamine levels. So like I mentioned earlier with addiction, those, with pornography addiction and any type of addiction, this supplement's not just for pornography. We're just trying to really help people with that. But it improves those baseline dopamine levels. Another neurotransmitter we haven't talked about is glutamate. Glutamate is also excitatory, kind of like dopamine. And this supplement also helps improve baseline glutamate levels. So that's one thing, is it improves baseline dopamine levels. It helps the brain's natural brake system, right? So when people eat food, there comes a point where they can stop eating most of the time. With pornography, people just keep wanting more and more and more. And so this, some of the ingredients in here are kind of helping the brain say, hey, you don't need that much dopamine. Kind of acts like the police to kind of calm that down. And then the third thing that the supplement is intended to do is just lower inflammation. We know inflammation is a huge part of depression, anxiety, addiction, and things like that. And so the supplements aim to help people with inflammation as well in the brain.